today's pick card readings, and I'm lighting up our Palo Santo. Some of you may like sage as your cleanser. I like both Palo Santo and sage, and my dear friend Kristen gave me this chunk of Palo Santo, and so I'm grateful as I just use this smoke to draw us all into a combined energy experience here as we draw these cards and play our pick a card game for today, May 6th, 2024. Welcome. So those of you who have not been with me before, I do pick a card a little bit different than some in that I have questions for the collective right here. I am Catherine. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot, and I am here especially for people that are a little bit awkward socially, maybe a little bit shy, a little bit introverted. You will feel right at home here. I love how the cards can help us touch base with the parts of ourselves that are the most powerful and the most meaningful. So here's how you play. I'm going to open the deck. You use your imagination to pick which, or your intuition rather, which card you think I might pick. It's just an energy check-in to see how our intuitions are lining up. And our first message for today is message from someone on your mind. I don't know about you, but it's real easy for me to dream or to carry concern or love for people. Then I can't speak it to them. I don't know what it is that will bless them. And so this, I want you to hold in your mind someone that you would love to hear from. Okay, and let's see. We'll pull our oracle card first, and it's the Triumph card. Okay, and then I picked a couple of tarot decks for us to use today, so I'm going to use this one. All right, Triumph. Well, who's triumphing? Them? You? Let's check it out with our tarot. Welcome. This is Catherine, Fish Out of Water Tarot. I'm going live every day in May, and so thank you for helping me with my experiment. Okay, Judgment. Okay. Now we may have some barking here because people walk by and my dogs get excited. And we have the Knight of Cups. How interesting. So it looks like this may be a love reading. It looks like, okay, let me just consider. That's Murphy. Good morning, Murphy. Murphy, come on. Good boy. Okay, so what this looks like to me is that somebody wants to make you an offer. There is a desire to share the goodness of life, and somebody is in your life right now who's being a little hard on themselves. They're holding themselves like they don't deserve you, that somehow you're out of their league. And so I don't think that's true. I think that you think they're fabulous, but they are feeling like you are out of their league. See how they're hiding their head? So, what the message from someone on your mind? Let's pick our final card here. I'm sensing that they might want a sign from you, but let's pull our card here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Very cool. So, what we're seeing here is that with this 10 of Wands, that this is very powerful. There's a time of coming together. All of this yellow and red and orange just shows that there is a lot of pizzazz, a lot of juice in this connection. So the message is if you're interested in this person, if you've got somebody orbiting your life a little bit, maybe they seem like a friend, like it's a friends only energy and it's been confusing to you. I think that this person is interested in more, and I believe this person wants you to let them know you're interested. Okay, now if we spin this away from love, and let's say it's somebody in your family that you haven't talked to in a long time, I'm just sensing there may have been somebody who are feeling a little disconnected. If that's you, I would say it's the same message. The person who cut you off, I apologize for the pup. The person who cut you off, why Murphy, Murphy, stop. That person is feeling very judgmental. They're judging themselves. They feel bad about what happened. They're hiding their light in a barrel. They're putting their offer into solitude because they're not sure you'll let them in. So again, the message for you is saying, give a message, shoot a text, um, drop them some sort of message that, yes, you're very interested in reconnecting, okay? And then I do have, hold on, I grabbed my deck of Louise Hay affirmations. So for those of you who are here for this reading, let me grab a deck. Here's the box. I did many years ago, I started collecting my own cards well before I knew this would happen to me, as far as being on YouTube. But you can and you should sometimes pick up your own deck to encourage yourself. Anyway, let me draw a card here for us. I stand on my own 2 feet. I accept and use my own power. Absolutely. You never want to compromise too much when you connect with someone, but you need to give people hope if they're cut off and they don't know how to get back in touch. It is safe for you to speak up for yourself in this relationship. Fantastic, great start for our readings today. And so let's just jump ahead. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. It helps more and more people find these daily pick a card readings. So let's see what cards come next. Thank you for being here with me, you guys. Okay, take a peek. Which card do you think I'm going to pick? Which card do you want me to pick? Use your mental focus, place it on a card, see if it's the one. I'm thinking this one. Okay, and we have, what do people notice about you? This is so fantastic for people that are a little bit on the introverted side, because sometimes people are very self-critical. It's like the more introverted you are, the more you think you don't fit. It can be, you feel like every time you go out of the house that people are kind of laughing at you sometimes. I know, because I'm what you call neurodivergent, meaning that my brain operates a little bit differently than typical. And so as I've learned to adjust to myself, I've learned all kinds of things that people notice about me that I never thought they did. Okay, what do people notice about you, my friend? Let's put, oh, wow, see, look at that, accelerated motion. All right, so some people see you as you never rest. You are go, 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 go. That's the first thing. Can you relate to that? Hit that thumbs up, right? Sometimes you can be so busy chasing that you don't even know what you're missing. Okay, so people do notice that you enjoy a very fast pace. All right, let me grab our Alice in Wonderland deck. Just got this one. Very excited about the Alice in Wonderland. So, what is it people notice about that speedy you? Okay, the Five of Spears. So they notice in you an ability to feel when other people are in pain. When people are heartbroken, guess what? They call you, don't they? And we have the Eight of Teacups. What they notice about you, it's really remarkable. And I think it's very telling. For those of you who are here in this reading, lean in. This is really an important reading. There's no accidents in timing. People see you moving fast and they do want to kind of hook their wagon to your star. They like what they see. Why? Because you have an uncanny ability to hear about people's troubles and to make them feel like they care. Okay? That you care about them personally. Now, you know that you can't carry the weight of all the people that are troubled. And so, you also, what they notice about you is you have a crazy ability to be detached. So it's kind of a mind fork, thanks to the good place, because they're confused a little bit because yes, you have this compassion, but then when they walk out of your presence, you're able to let go of that. They notice it, but they feel kind of rejected by it, which is strange because you need to be this way. A person like you who's just shooting star, that your influence within your world, whatever your profession is, you have influence, and people like it and hate it at the same time because they want to be connected to you, and yet they don't understand. So let's draw our final card here, see what the wisdom is. And we have the Hermit. Okay, so this is the deal. What people notice about you is that you have that detachment. What they don't realize is that's your time with the universe, that that's your time with the divine, that once you help them, you listen to their situation, you may hand out, you may be a hairdresser, and that you sit there listening to that advice, or a manicurist or nail artist. You listen to all the, excuse me, pissing and moaning, and you're like, okay, you're filing their nails and putting on their shellac, but now they have to go home and they have to be on their own. So actually, you have been teaching them a valuable skill, because you're showing them clearly that being detached and letting things go is how you function. It's how you can have so many clients and take care of so many people. What they don't see about you is that you know how to replenish yourself, you know how to treat yourself, you know how to close yourself off from everything to restore yourself. Okay, so just so you know that, a bit of advice, you may want to explain yourself a little bit, and not to make an excuse, but to say, do you know that part of the reason I'm able to really flow in my connection to the divine is because when I'm not working, I know how to rest. Have you ever tried yoga? You might say to them. What practices do you have to stay detached? Right? So, what people notice about you is your profound ability to help people, but they also notice that you seem to be detached. So, you might want to just take a moment for, you'll know, your intuition will guide you, and then just do some teaching about how it is that you're able to go to that place where you can be silent. Those of you who like the work of Michael Singer, and I'm a big fan. Thank you for those thumbs up. I'm really grateful for the connection here. But with Michael Singer teaching Let Go, it was fantastic. And then I found a new resource. Mind you, you guys that are with me every day, you know that I put my resources in the comments below, but not until the reading is finished. But I found a wonderful resource that helped me so much over the weekend because I had a bit of a problem. And it's called Therapy in a Nutshell, and I don't remember her name even, but she's fantastic and gave me a good tip. So I'm going to put the tip that I followed into the comment box so you can follow my path, because I'm someone that encourages a lot of people. I can't carry the problems that you all have, but I can connect you to resources that will facilitate. Okay. So our Louise Hay affirmation for you, if this is you: I take a deep breath and allow myself to relax. My whole body calms down. Yes, see, your people don't realize how much you need to do this. You are so strong, you do it, and then they think you're being mean, which is silly, right? You know how to take care of you. It does not matter what other people say or do. What matters is how I choose to react and what I choose to believe about myself. Yes, you have such unusual abilities here that starting to explain your process to people may be very logical, so that it's not a mystery how you keep your peace of mind during problems, right? Okay, let's move on to our next card. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for leaving your comments. I see that you're there, but I can't really pay attention because I'm so concentrating on the cards. But thank you so much for being here with me and for watching our reading. Okay, so let's play another round. Thank you for being here. When I think of how I learned how to shuffle, because I used to stay up late and watch my parents' bridge club, and I would watch them do this, and I was so jealous. And so I grabbed one of their old decks and I practiced until I could, whoopsie, I kept practicing. Little did I know how it would come in handy. All right, how to play the game. So pick a card, and just pick what you think I'll pick. Let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think I'm going to take this one this time. Thank you for hitting those thumbs ups. I see the hearts come up. If you hit that heart, I see that. But thank you. Okay, so let's go to our next card and message from money. Ooh, I love when money speaks. Did you ever think that money could speak? Did you ever think that money could have an energy? Hmm. Mhm. Let's see what. Oh, I'm going to use this one. All right, first let's draw our oracle card for the message from money. So right now I want you to put your hand on your heart. Press in, take a breath. What is it that you really want to know about from money? I mean, money can be such a ticklish issue. When it's plentiful, it's delicious. When it's rare, it's not so. But it is true that through our lifetime, money is always has an impact. Okay. All right. I'm sensing this is our oracle for money. Ah, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Okay. Whew. And goosebumps? Okay, if anybody has goosebumps right now, hit that thumbs up. One of the things that's happened to me over time is I've stepped out and done more and more readings, and doing these lives is so, I mean, important for me as a reader because it doesn't give you time to think. You just read. But when that universe card pops up and the message from money is you know how you've ever heard that quote, the world is your oyster? No, no, no. The world is your universe. The universe is your oyster. Okay, so how many of you have been limiting yourself with money? I've got goosebumps all over my chest, my arms, my belly right now. Who of us has been ignoring money, fearful that money's pissed off? Who of us thinks money's pissed off, right? Because we kind of mucked up. Okay, let's see here. What's our cards? I'm so excited to see what money has to say. Okay, just going to pick, I'm going to actually just select our 3 cards right from the center here. Now, 3 cards is not very many. 4 cards with the oracle, but it's so amazing, isn't it, how much information you get out of 3 little cards? It's fabulous. However, if you want to have a full reading and have like 9, 10, 12, 20 cards, you need to sign up for a full reading because once we can open these cards and add so many, I use different decks. I use what the intuition's calling for. You can get a very in-depth reading for yourself personally. But meanwhile, let's see what the oracle has. Okay, the message from money. What did I say? Heartbreak, 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 heartbreak and boredom. You know, it's like not another idea. And even you might say, not another forking tarot reading telling me about money. Now, some of you thought that very thought. I know you did, because it is frustrating. It's frustrating to come and have the people online say, "Oh, anything's possible," and change how you talk, and you can have all this money. But the truth is that you have to have a plan. I'm going to add another resource in there for you. Always check comment 1 after the reading because I lay it out. And one of my favorite mentors, Life by Lucy, she put a video on today that answers questions about why things aren't coming. Her story is about a car, but I'm going to put that into the box underneath the comment box. And I strongly recommend that you listen because if the money that you're wanting is not coming, money is saying, don't give up. And also realize you don't want to chase empty promises. You don't want to put your hope. Look at how she's putting her hope into these 3 cups. And she's like, if it doesn't happen, I give up. I mean, look at that posture, right? But what we have here is a cup behind her she didn't even see. So, what's that money would say to you? What are you not seeing? What can you prune? Do you know when you prune something and you cut off dead wood? There's something in your life that's dead wood right now. You may have started a project and you thought it's going to make you money, but guess what? It's not. So you got to be honest with yourself. Money wants to help you, money wants to be on your team, but money cannot make the decisions you need to make about cutting off dead wood. Okay, next card, we have our Knight of Swords. Wonderful. So, what this says is that money is charging toward you. Okay, money is charging toward you. Anybody who's hearing my voice right now, you have been working at getting your life put together. I have someone in my life right now who loves money and wants to manifest it, but her husband's going through a lot of stuff right now. And we were talking just the other day. I said, do you realize how much energy, manifesting energy, it takes for you to stay happily married? And she said, I never looked at it that way. I said, absolutely. When you're married 10 years and your husband still makes you laugh, that's a forking miracle. I, I'm telling you. And so this friend who has a husband who she still likes after 10 years, she's not quite creating the flow that she wants. And money would say to her, it's on its way, but you have to acknowledge the expenditure or the withdrawal, I would say. You're withdrawing from your energy account to strengthen your marriage. So if you start out every day with 10 energy units, let's say, and you're spending 5 of those energy units maintaining equilibrium with your husband, then you only have 5 left for the rest of your life. And so if you put 5 of them towards money, right, you're going to just starve somewhere. So money is saying to trust that it is coming and it's coming fast. An offer is going to come. Money is behind you. The people that need you, there's people who need your skill. There's people that need your service. However, if your vibration or your radiance or your mood is bored and probably my next project will be as bad as the last one, you know what I mean? Just being kind of a negative Nelly, your future employer or collaborator feels that and they want to feel more joy and confidence. Okay, so you have the power to do this. I have something called well, I have quite a few resources, and one of them is a way to dump your old money story where you could just take all the pain. And I think I saw that Janice is here in the comments, and she has been using the money machine constantly for, what is it, Janice, like maybe 2 months now? And she will tell you that it works like a charm. You will find that machine in the comments below, comment number 1. It's not there yet, but it will be, I promise. But anyway, let's look at our third card. I'm babbling here. Okay. Oh, beautiful. 9 of Wands. Thank you, money. So money is telling you this isn't easy. It's not simple. And money's saying that you've had a lifetime. I mean, hopefully you're 18 and above watching this because that's what you're supposed to be. But I have clients that are in their 80s and I have clients that are in their 20s. And it doesn't really matter what end of life you're at. Money wants you to know it takes effort. And you'll love Lucy's teaching. I'll share it in the comments below because she talks about that. You don't just make a wish of money and then sit on your couch and fold your hands on your lap and meditate. Now, I did have a friend years ago who fell in love with the UPS guy who delivered her a package, and I'm not even lying. But for the most part, you have to get out and take inspired action. If you're following along with a pencil or a paper, please write down those words, inspired action. Because what happens with inspired action, you're left standing up. You're able to take all your power and apply it in the right directions. I do not believe in sitting and doing nothing. I don't think it's a good idea to push yourself or to, bully yourself to act. But if you quiet down and listen, you will get inspiration. This is one of those times where a full reading may be great. And if that's the case, get one. But there's people right in your town right now who do readings, and you could get one like that. But if that's not true and you can't find anybody, you know where I live. Okay, let's take a peek at our affirmation from our wonderful Louise Hay. Louise Hay, if you're not familiar, be sure to YouTube search her fantastic audios, and there's literally thousands of them out there. My self-esteem is high because I honor who I am. Amen. Amen. You are a money master. You say, no, I'm not. I say, yes, you are. I mean, you either are manifesting not enough or manifesting just enough or manifesting more than enough, but you are for sure the master of your money manifesting. And as soon as you get that, it's going to change. And I willingly release any need for struggle or suffering. I deserve all that is good. And I would say that money is saying, yes, Thank you. Message received. Got it? Take a listen to Michael Singer if you're in doubt. Okay, I think we are coming up to our last reading. If you want to leave me a message, I am doing 30-minute readings all through May. That's my goal. And so I'm wondering if y'all would like me to hang out for longer, because I am taking data about who likes what about these readings. So you can shoot me an email. That's tarotinfo, please, at gmail.com, and just kind of let me know. What do you think? What do you enjoy about this? What would you like to see more of? Okay. And let's take our deck. We're going to do one more read for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, y'all. There's nothing I like better to do. I often tease that the cards are my soulmate. I've been single 10 years and I love men and I love everything about everything at this point. I'm pretty free about my life. A little lonely sometimes, but then I can always find someone that wants to share. Okay, talk. But these readings are a real connect with the wide, wide world out there. It makes me so happy. Okay, so one more round. Let's peek at the cards. Which one do you think I'll pick? I think I'm going to surprise you. I'm taking the top card. Okay, last card of the day. What's next in love? Oh, perfect. You know what? I'm just going to run and grab my love deck. I was thinking, see, I should have listened to my own intuition, because my intuition said grab that deck in case there's a love reading. And so, excuse my. Okay, where is it? We got Murphy barking. There it is. Sorry about that, you guys. I went to grab my love deck. All right. This is just such a beautiful deck, isn't it? I just love it. All right, so we'll do that for love. What's next in love? I can see I'm going to go a little bit longer because I had to run and get a deck. Okay, our oracle. Ooh, perfect for love. Okay. Wow. You know, I find this quite ironic that the minute I picked this and went running for my other deck, I had been talking about being single for 10 years. And I have friends that tease me and say never. I hear them, but it's like never. So I feel like, in a way, I feel like this reading is for somebody like me, that you've created a world that works for you. There's so much peace and joy in your world. You have a lot of hermit energy, Four of Swords energy that's just taking care of you and, really enjoying. But I feel like there's some of us who wonder, could there be something else? What if I stepped out of my safety circle? What if I let myself receive love from another human? And you can see, like, look at her face, she's like kind of wishful thinking, oh, maybe, but yet just she's holding her peace, but she's got that look on her face, maybe looking for something more. So I grabbed the love deck here, and again, I'm feeling like I want to pick all three cards before I read. It's our last reading of the morning. I am considering doing another 30 minutes a different time of day. So if that's something you'd like to see, drop a note so I get that message. Y'all helping me with my market research because I am doing 30 days live in a row, or May, just to see what happens and see how it connects. All right, so here's our read. Magnetic connection. Very strong pull and intensity that's drawing you to someone. Okay. So again, I'm sensing this questioning, dare I leave? See how the top of her head is just coming out of the circle. So to me, that's like letting it in mentally. I mean, your heart may be more ready for love than your head thinks it is. That could be what's going on. And then boundaries. Oops, let me move this over. Okay. You need to teach other people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. Okay, thank you, universe, for this message, because this is so true. Boundaries, I always like to say, can you imagine the freeway? I lived in California for a while, and the freeway in Los Angeles is like probably 20 lanes across. and it's so busy all the time. San Diego's not quite as busy, but busy. But imagine being on that Los Angeles freeway and with 20 lanes of traffic and no lane markers, no paint, right? So the whole road is plain and the cars can go wherever they want. Right, this is such a frightening picture because people could get hurt. But yet, that's the way we do relationships. We're all over. We're in their lane, they're in our lane. So the way I look at it is that when you decide to go forward in love, you're going to be in a lane, okay? I guess I'm just sideways to you, okay? You're in the lane. That's your lane. You and God, and you and the divine, you and your hopes, you and your dreams. See that circle? That's your lane. When you have the lane next to you is your significant other, okay? And they have their relationship with the divine. They have everything in their life that is them. And then on the other lane, perhaps is your business or where money comes from. So as you go forward, you probably have had boundary violations on both sides, that your career and your person kept crisscrossing into your lane. And that's why, Catherine, yes, I'm hearing you. That's why some people stay single, because it's so laborious, hard work. Ugh, to keep that lane clear. But you know they have those bumpity bumps on those lanes. And all you need to do is when somebody comes across a little bit, you just toot the horn, give them a gentle read, a gentle nudge, stay in your lane. And then for you, if you start going over into somebody's lane, minding their business, it's kind of like codependent shit, you go in their lane, you'll start to feel the bumpity bump because you'll see their face and you'll think, no, I'm not going there. I've learned. So boundaries, hugely important for you in love. I don't care if it's with your family, your friends, or a partner. Got it? And our last card, redirect your thoughts. Focus on what you want to attract in this relationship, not on what you fear will happen. Again, perfect closure for you. Because if you do want to improve your love life, attract a new partner, or more importantly, attract better treatment from someone that you already know. You want more love with them. You need to focus on that. What is it you want to hear from the person? Now, I use a technique called scripting, and I use it all the time. I use it with my Gmail. I just get into Gmail and I write notes to myself as if I were writing from or to other people. Lucy, Life by Lucy, she teaches about scripting and she tells a lot about it, which is very helpful. So, what I would recommend here is to some, write yourself an email, and with considering this whole reading, and especially with boundary problems in the past, write yourself an email to yourself from yourself and forgive yourself or just allow yourself to be softer and say, yeah, wow, I have had some boundary problems. I can see where it's impacted me. And then you can create a fire if you want, have a burning ceremony with your paper. I had a lady who was married to a firefighter and she was very resistant to that idea. So she shredded it in a paper shredder. But the idea of taking some of those boundary problems from the past and just creating, how could you say, like kindling, creating a little fire with the old errors to light you up towards the future. Okay. This is just really a wonderful, wonderful reading for me personally. It touches my heart because there's people in my life I would like to be connected to, but the boundary issues, are profound. And if they don't stay in their lane, I get nervous. And then I run to Michael Singer, um, the untethered soul, and so many videos online about him. And again, I will put all my resources into the first comment so you can look forward to clicking on links. I'll be posting that a little bit later today for you. Okay, so here we have our very last word from Louise Hay for our readings today, and it is, I am a radiant being enjoying life to the fullest. This is the perfect close for this reading because this is a lane. See the lane? if you stay in the energy, if you say this over and over, I am a radiant being, that creates the lane for you, right? It creates the lane for you. Because the truth is, when you become radiant in your own personality, even though it's a quirky personality, maybe you've got that quirky personality, right? And you feel embarrassed about being yourself. I can relate. But the truth is, when you are yourself, you attract your people. It's as simple as that. My life gets more fabulous every day. I look forward to what each new hour brings. This is powerful magic. If you have not heard this What's Next in Love reading, you're going to want to go back and listen to that. I can see that a flood of people I've just plugged in here, and so I'm going to draw another card just to honor all of those people who are somehow connected and came into this reading right now. So let's do that. Let's draw another card. See, you guys got a bonus because of a bonus. All right. So those of you who are new, here's how you play. I have a deck of questions here. I shuffle and you think. Think about what it is that you would like right now. What would you like to hear? If you had a private reading, what would you like to hear? You may be shocked that your card is picked. Thank you for those of you who are joining. I'm Catherine. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot, and we are doing our daily pick a card. So, which card do you think I'll pick? See if you're right. Right. Holding your concern in your mind. Having a little bonus time today. What do you need to let go of? Fantastic. What do you need to let go of? Let's grab our oracle. What do we need to let go of today? What is it that when it's released will spring into action and return to us our blessing? What do we need to let go of? Okay, new beginnings. Wow. What do you need to let go of? Everything? Hmm. It's a scary time sometimes, huh? So much change. You're not sure what to let go of next. When I look at her just leaving that door, what do you see her carrying? Does she have a suitcase? Backpack? Does she have a wagon? She's not carrying anything, right? So there's something going on in your life right now that is in your way. The universe has made it possible for you to have a new beginning. And you're walking out, but there's nothing to stand on. Can you see that? It's floating above the planet. So, in order to feel more grounded and to feel what it is the universe has for you next, something needs to be released and let go of. Okay. She's a warrior. She's a warrior. She had put up with more than she ever should have. She understands exactly how powerful she is. And she knows how to let go of things. It's not that. It's not unwillingness. It's just unawareness. Let's get her some clues. The devil. Yeah. It can be so difficult to step out of a situation that has a lot of manipulation in it and a lot of uh, what's that word? Trickery, duplicity, trickery. But often this we call that the bad boy energy or the bad girl energy, where there's a big connection behind that door, right? But this behind the door, it's so important to walk forward and not dwell on the past, right? So right now it's clear you do need to let go of some of the leftovers of this personality that's leaving your life. Remember, I'm going to put resources into the first comment below, and you will have some tools to separate yourself from that. So please come back and check once this reading is posted. Look, see, there are times like this where I feel anybody could draw cards because intuitively with the shuffle, look what's coming out here for you, the Fool. Man, when you first look at the tarot, you could look at the Fool and go, well, I'm no fool. Yes, yes, I understand that. But you were a fool, the world's fool, staying as long as you did. You were foolish and uneducated. You didn't see options. You felt like you were doing the right thing. But with this devilish energy behind that closed door behind you, learning how to let go of your hopes and your dreams that you thought you wanted with them, then you've got that brand new, fresh start ahead of you. I'm not so sure you want to have a partner at this point. I think you may be like me and really want to just get to know yourself and your own needs right now. That's also that brand new journey. And I like how these are matched. They're both zero. They're the same card in different decks. So there is no doubt that you're heading off into a wonderful new part of your life. Okay. You need to feel excited about it. Let's pull our third card here and see what's next. Yes, indeed. The star, the healing card. So, okay, I'm feeling like you're not really aware of how many embers, you know how when a fire goes out, there's embers. You're not really aware of how many embers are still smoking and smoldering behind the door. A wonderful woman years ago said to me, there are parts of the heart that refuse to be seen. And I think that's completely true. Those parts of the heart that refuse to be seen are for our own well being. We couldn't handle all of the processing we would need to do from the hurts of our life. But this opportunity right now is going to open huge doors for you. So I have a couple of, I call them machines because they're energy machines. That will help you to be honest with yourself about your heartbreak. You don't have to be worried about being negative because we need to cleanse. Oh, there's a website called breakupcandy.com. Actually, it's a website that is mine, and I write heartbreak remedies over there. So there's a quiz you can take about steps so that you can draw these boundaries and let go of the bad influences in the past. But before I leave this reading, I want to just indicate, see all of this blue over here? And this orangey yellow fire of the devil card doesn't even fit, does it? I mean, it just shows how you have done the work. You're really ready here. And there's only a few embers, a few ashes of the past that need to be cleansed. You may find energy work soothing, like yoga, tapping. I do tapping with my clients. Also, a full reading may be very handy where I could pull 10, 20 cards for you. So you really could understand how to walk forward. You can find information about doing private readings in the description box below. Okay, so you all are earning a longer reading because there's so many people watching right now. I'm thrilled to have you. Please hit the thumbs up. Oh, that last reading, I forgot to pull you your affirmation card. Lo siento. Okay, the boundary makers. I am loved and accepted exactly as I am right here, right now. Yes. However, if you don't draw that boundary around yourself, and look at this, this is like the lanes, right? Look at them. And if you don't draw the boundaries strong, you yourself don't believe that. That's why the message is so important. Okay. I'm going to put timestamps and so you can come back and listen again. It'll all be in the first comment. I see the world through eyes of love and acceptance. All is well in my world. This is what um, is your promise. And as you let go of this past person, this might be somebody at work, it could be a family member. You don't let go of them like, like never speak to them again, but you need to let go of the pain from the past with that relationship. Okay, cool. I love that reading. I can apply that to myself personally because there's a lot of upheaval in everyone's family, but I come from a family of 10 and I see I have 10 thumbs up there. Thank you. And so there's lots of crazy boundary issues in a family with that many people. Okay, let's go on. Thank you for being here. Anytime there's over 100 people here, I'm not going to stop. Heck, I'm having too much fun. Okay, so again, hold your question. I know many of you put in there, could you please draw me a card? And I appreciate that. But this way, I want to draw cards for more than you because you're not alone. You may have had a breakup and feel like you're the most pain-filled person in North America, but you're not because lots of people have the same problems. Okay, which one? Which one? How about this one? SOS message. All right. SOS. I put out an SOS message today on my channel, so you might want to pick up that. If you're here today and you're facing something that's difficult, you're not sure what way to turn, this is for you. And there is a SOS message right there on the first page of my site, so you can find that. What is it? What is it? So you guys hold in your mind your problem. What is SOS for you? What do you need? 911, emergency. What do you need? Okay, this card stuck itself out. And we have heart chakra. Okay, so this is for people that have had a shocking piece of news. There's something going on in your life where you got news that stunned you. And I'm going to go to, let's see, I want to go to this deck. Okay, what is it that we're needing to know about love? What is the heart? What's the message of the heart? That's what it is. Okay, that's what I'm sensing. The heart is going SOS. So those of you, perhaps you have a loved one who's going through a really hard time, um, and you're sending out, you're just praying. There may be somebody who was in an accident or something. You may be, sorry to shake the table. You may be a long distance from your person, but there's some SOS. Your heart's calling out. Okay. Again, I'm just going to feel, I want to draw the 3 cards together here before I. Okay. What is it that heart is calling out for? Okay, 6 of Pentacles. What is our heart SOS? Okay. Okay, and we have the 8 of Wands here also. So, SOS. Okay, this is what I'm sensing. There's so much green here. So, there's been some confusion about combining love and money. Okay, and there's a lot of confusion in the helping professions, like massage therapists, yoga teachers, tarot readers like myself, in the what we call the softer side of services, where for example, if you go to church and somebody prays for you, it doesn't cost you anything. If you give advice as the leader of a Bible study or a 12-step group, in a 12-step group, there's no money exchanged, and there's great value put on the currency of humanity, humans currency, where people talk and support one another. Tremendously valuable. But some people then, when they come out and they want to attract money, they need more money. The money is trickling in, but it never gets ahead where they can have fun with their money, right? So money's coming in, and you're even having a chance to be generous, right? Because Pam Grout, you got to pick up that book, Think and Grow Rich. It's fantastic, and she says that true wealth is the ease and the what is it? The freedom and ability to be generous. That's what she says wealth is. So even if you have a quarter, you could give a dime to somebody else and you could feel wealthy. She talks about gratitude being the gasoline of your manifesting motor. This is Pam Grout I'm talking about. E Squared is the book that I read first of her 17 books, and I loved it. It turned me around. And then Think and Grow Rich is the book about gratitude. Actually, I got mentioned in that book because I wrote to Pam and said I loved E Squared, and she wrote back to me and asked me to share my story, and it ended up in the book. I didn't ask for that. My heart was calling out for more love, but I never saw that as the avenue. So for you, fast acting energy is coming your way. It's when you get this that you there is nothing wrong with you charging money for what you do. I remember one lady, because going into like being a tarot reader or a life coach or whatever advice giver you want to be, and the one it was hard. I said, "Well, I did a Bible study for a lot of years. I taught the Bible study, and people were moved, and it was very much like this. I mean, I was sharing the way divine shows me things, and I would share it. So how can I charge money now?" And the lady was so smart. Her name is Carolyn Mace. Have you ever heard of her? Her last name is spelled Myss, Carolyn Mace. You got to look her up, because you know what she said? Does your plumber deserve money? because he is born to be a plumber? Does your carpenter deserve money? Does your insurance agent who knows how to explain? They don't feel this strange heart business like, oh, how dare I charge for my service? They never have that, right? And so your SOS message is you need to understand that your ability, your right to be paid for what you love to do is valid. Again, after this reading posts, be sure to check the first comment because I'm going to lay out resources in there so you can start to change your energy around because you have the ability to continue to grow and grow as you go forward. But your heart needs to accept that it's okay to have money for what you are doing. Now, how to check? So just take a breath, and one more breath. Close your eyes, and then I'm going to give you a scale 1 to 10. 1 is I have zero guilt, zero negative on getting paid for what I do. And number 10 is I'm squeamish. There's this cringe, there's doubt about charging people for something that I do. So a 1 is completely do not feel any of that. You know, I feel clear and clean about collecting money for my skill. And 10 is ding, 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 red fire, call the police. I cannot get there. Because anywhere that you're on that scale, you want to do your best to move down to the lower end. That you will unleash more money into your life. Okay, let's grab our Louise Hay. Yes, as you're learning to stay in your lane and as you're learning to look at how the green is all goes together here, how you're able to realize that your lane of life includes collecting money. It is very much God's will that you use your God-given gifts to earn money. If you are a tarot reader or a life coach or a dog walker or other jobs that are very that people love to receive, you need to continue to praise yourself. I appreciate that I can connect money to my heart loved career. Okay. And then on the other side, I love all these all these roads. For every problem that I may create, I am confident that I can find a solution. And your heart wants you to know that. Yes, you've had some brokenheartedness. Who hasn't? But you're not as damaged, or what would you say, like handicapped at all. You have an ability to get out there and make a difference. But this SOS is wake up and do the work you need to do to set yourself free so you can get in on the goods, right? So now that I've gone so far over time because I'm late, I'm going to do one more reading just for y'all because I love you so much and I want to close this out. Let the universe pick us something. That's our last reading. Thank you so much for being here. This has been a delight. I hope you'll come back every morning, doing the best I can to be here at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I am planning on a half hour every day in the month of May, and just as an experiment to see what might happen. So thank you for participating. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, which card? Pick your desired topic. What would you like to hear for our last read? I'm going to go for this one. Thank you so much for being here. Again, I'm Catherine, and thank you for being my fish out of water friends today. Message from your angels. Oh, I love this one because, as you know, the angels have been a real big part of Fish Out of Water Tarot. All right. So for those of you who are first time and haven't seen me before, be sure to check out my page. Go to the shorts column or tab and just scroll through there and watch what draws your attention. Is it a photo? Is it a picture of the card that draws your attention? Is it the red lettering that draws your attention? Or is it the subject? Something will grab you, and I invite you to have fun over there on the shorts department. Okay, message from your angels. Let's see. We'll pick this one for our overall theme for the energy. And being that this is our last card, just thank you so much for being here with me today. And we have trapped in fear. Message from your angels. I already know what it says. You know what the message from the angel is? It is, the door's open. Why are you still in there? The door is open. Why are you still in there? Now, I could just quit the reading right now because that's so profound, but I don't want to do that because I want to allow the tarot to open itself for us. What is it about us not seeing the door? What is inside of you that is caged or uncomfortable? What part of you is uncomfortable? And yet, not seeing the escape is right there. Okay, and give it another shuffle. Perfect. Okay, let's open our deck. 3 cards. Message from our angels. Yes, speak to us, angels. Thank you so much for being here, guys. So happy. Catherine, in case you're a first timer. Okay, let's see what we have. And we have the King of the Hedgehogs. Now, I love this deck for this reading because look how different the energy is. Okay. So, first of all, the art of this, it is realistic. You know, it's not impressionistic. You can see the figure with the hand on the head. This is a sign of what do you rumination. Do you know that word ruminate? Ruminate is where you sit and think about your problems, quite frankly. All you do in your mind, it's like you're not even in control. There's a hamster wheel of all the bad stuff that's happened in the last 5 years, and you just keep cycling it. So even though, look at that, the whole behind him, there is no great. And behind this figure is freedom. But the head and the hands, he can't see anything. Then we come down here and we have this cartoon figure. Okay. The hedgehogs is the suit of money. Look at the playfulness. Look at how he's building this birdhouse here, right? And it's complete. Oh no, it's not a bird. I'm looking at it as a birdhouse, so I'm just saying that because at my angle. But it's playful, and he's got a tool in his hand, and he's smiling ear to ear. You need tools. Your angels are clearly saying you need tools. There's no toolbox here. There's shadows on the floor of the bars, but this figure, I say he, gender doesn't matter. This figure believes there's no tools. Despondent, lost. King of Pentacles shows up in the form of the King of Hedgehogs here and says, what tool do you need? All the tools are in your hands. The king is the pinnacle of the suit. And it just shows when it comes to matters of material goods and money, you have the tools. Now, you may not know you have them, or you may have forgotten them, or you may need to learn them. But this angels are telling you you're more skilled than you think. That's a good promise, huh? Let's go to the next one. And the hedgehogs are here again with our 5 of hedgehogs. This is a match. This suit right here, can you see their little eyeballs are all open? Well, no, 2 are sleeping. Okay. 2 of these hedgehogs are at peace. They realize that without the divine, there's nothing to do. Without the divine, nothing happens. And so they figure while things are developing, they're going to sleep, which is peace. That's when you have peace of mind. The other 3, look at the looks on their faces, right? They're like, what? What? They're looking at each other. They're trying to look to love to get an answer, but it's just not working. And they're feeling really frustrated. Okay, so this is this figure. This may be you. So the angels are saying you're worrying too much. There's nothing to worry about. This is a card that says, please stop celebrating your weaknesses. Don't talk about them. Oh, I'm never good. I could never do that. I hear Catherine I could never do a reading. I mean, I love the cards, but oh no, no, no. I would be too afraid that they might be mad at me, or no, I'd be too afraid to put money, offer my services for money, right? This is this character, but you have the tools. The angels, you must listen to this message. If you're feeling this kind of sad, weak, I can't go on. You might be arguing with me, Catherine, you don't understand. If you knew my private circumstance, you wouldn't say that. Oh no, I would say the same message, because you need to provide your own escape. How? By using tools. How? I'm going to put them in comment one. If you need more than that, you just got to reach out to me. I would love to do your reading for you. I would love to pull 20 cards or more and give you even a deeper message from the angels. I'm available for that. And our last card, we have our beautiful 10 of flowers. And I want to say to you that the 10 of flowers is a promise. It's a wish fulfillment. It's a completion of a cycle. It is the doorway out. This, to me, the angels are saying, see this, it's a portal. See, it's a portal. And so what the angels are saying is that use the tools. You will absolutely cover those insecurities with this ability. Without tools, how can you expect yourself to do it? If you were in your car without a key, would you be hollering and mad because you don't have a tool to turn the car on? No, it's not the car's fault. If you try to put a screwdriver into the car and where you put the key, it won't work. If you have one of those cars with a fob, if you take your garage door opener and press it and the car doesn't start, you don't get mad at the garage door opener. You don't get mad at the car. You just don't have the right tool. All right. You cannot advance to where you want to advance with that doubt. The way to cover it up is to use your tools. Got it? I couldn't be any more clear than that. All right, let's drag our one more card out here from our beloved Mama Louise. I like to call her that, Louise Hay. Today, no person, place, or thing can irritate or annoy me. I choose to be at peace. Okay, so this is a good message, even though I don't agree with it. Ha ha. What do I mean? Um, Michael Singer is this wonderful teacher I talk about all the time. And my friend Janice, who's probably watching, I love Janice, but what she said, we were talking about it. And on one of the recordings, it said, can you ask for, oh, this was from, who is Andrea Schulman? Andrea Schulman, wonderful teacher. And she said, can you get to the point where you ask for things to annoy you and then choose to be at peace? What's the difference? The difference is that to leverage annoyances, it's not going to be possible to go through all day without anything irritating you. Now, before Murphy was barking during the reading, unfortunately, he's sleeping now, but I can't. How can I stay in the flow with you guys if I'm annoyed at Murphy? So it's just this constant. That's what they call the work. Like when you're working, you're doing energy work or you're working the work. This is what you do, is that when you become annoyed, you choose to be calm. Can I do that on command? I'm getting better at it. But even what I talk about in the readings is that these cards represent an energy that can be turned off or turned on. So self-pity or victimy energy, where you see no way out, your head is in your hands and you're giving up. Every human being can feel this from time to time, right? So it's not something to be upset about. The reality is that when you become annoyed, you can learn how to manipulate the energy around you to feel more peace. I am neither too little nor too much, and I do not have to prove myself to anyone. That is true, but that feeling will only grow when you allow your frustrations you don't want to you don't want to try to avoid them. You want to leverage them, right? And you want, when they happen, where you turn and say, I don't like the fact that Murphy's barking his ass off and making noise in the reading, but you know what? I can't change anything. I'm going to let it go. And then fortunately, he did depart, so that, I mean, he didn't leave me, but he's over there sleeping. So you can see that by me keeping calm, I manifested a sleeping dog. Do you believe that? Anyway, thank you so much for coming. I can't thank you enough. A whole hour with y'all. Wow. I just release you now to your day. Know that you're loved so much here at Fish Out of Water Tarot. I hope you'll come back and join me. And if something really moved you, drop me an email. I would love to hear from you. Go forth and prosper, my friends. See you tomorrow.